Vibration set to 100.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, they're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6 games.
And the offense, my goodness, over 50 points in the win last weekend. When you do that, you're not going to lose very many games, maybe not any games.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Led his team to one of the best regular seasons in the NFL last season, but really elevated his play during the postseason, and once again was a monster in the Super Bowl. He's led his team to at least 11 wins in each of the last 3 seasons. He doesn't expect this year to be any different.
Hurts. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Fighting his way through contact. He takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball is thrown.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
From the gun, it's Hurts. That is caught. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
And as a defensive coordinator, you're almost in a no-win situation down here near the goal line. You know how dangerous Jalen Hurts is when he holds on to it. You've got to be prepared to stay with him. So when he hands it off, if you're slow in reacting, this is going to be the result.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. Leading them out is their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Ole Miss.
And he's got to be feeling pretty good about himself right now because he's coming up with a strong performance in the team's win last week. And you can just tell, even early in his rookie season, He's starting to get really comfortable out there, and things are starting to fall into place. In fact, in talking to the rival defensive coordinator the team is facing this week, he told me this young man's starting to get it.
Here's 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. Now he's free at the 35. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. Tyrone Tracy with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that is wide to the left and no good, but there are multiple flags on the field. And I think this drive is going to stay alive. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
They'll try and throw for it. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Eagles offense, led by their running back, headed out for the 2nd possession. And he's run well here in the first half of the season, no doubt. You can see the graphic. NFL leader in rushing coming into the weekend. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
That's good for an Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
A first down carry for Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This will be from 56 yards out. And that is no good. And that'll keep this a 1-point game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
Yeah, he powers through the first lane, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Dart. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And the return this time will go after the 42-yard line. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he gets this to Thornton. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And an Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 26-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. Got his man, it's Thornton. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Tyquan Thornton, his first touchdown of the year. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Pumping out his rap, right? RAC.
Run after catch. And he loves that. And he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And it's up and good to make this now a 14-8 ball game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was Tyquan Thornton who brought in the touchdown reception to cap things off. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he returns this to the 22. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
The throw right side caught by Neighbors. They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. And they're going to speed things up here. Here's Dart. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. You look at this Eagle defense. Coming into this one ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Here's Dart. He's got his target. That's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So a big play there on 4th, and now 1st and 10 at the 30. Looking to throw, Dart. Touchdown, Giants! A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they have the game here followed by the open date on the calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it 2nd down and 11. drop to throw.
Now Hurts is going to do it himself.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
And Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Deep to return is Calvin Austin.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. That'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, first and 10.
The visitors' offense and their wide receiver getting set for this next possession. Out of the gun, here's Dart.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. This is caught inside the 15.
And he'll be taken down after big yardage. But, folks, there is a flag down, and they're already walking this one back.
Oh, they hate that. Wipes out the big play.
And I know this is the NFL, so they would probably fine you for this type of a penalty. But when I was in college, you used to have to do up-downs for the number of yards that you cost a team in a big play.
Throwing his Dart. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking up one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they have their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe up to the 41.
Passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Play action. Here's Hurts. His short throw caught by Goddard.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
That's good. For the Eagles, first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
He'll look to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Giants are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
That's complete. It's Neighbors. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
To throw his Dart.
I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Play action. Now Dart. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
To the air once more is Dart.
And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
His guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
A play fake, and now it's Dart.
Looking outside of his guy, man. That's Fields.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Throwing is Dart.
His throw is going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To the air, Dart. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down.
Dart. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Calvin Austin.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Giants have taken the lead. His great season throwing the ball continues. That last touchdown pass, number 40 for him on the year.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
Eagles 14.
5 plays there on that drive.
And in the end, a Calvin Austin touchdown grab finished the drive off.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Brings up 2nd and 13.
Here's Hurts to throw.
32-yard line.
Complete. Smith has it.
Hurts to his former Alabama teammate Smith for an Eagle first down.
On the play. And an Eagles first down. First and 10.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield.
Now inside the 25.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Eagles are an extra point away from drawing level.
Elliott good on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
To throw now, Dart.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Now a 2nd and 10.
On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So first and 10 now from the 30.
From the gun, Dart. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. These two teams met at MetLife Stadium earlier this year with the Giants winning that one. So they're trying to win here in Philadelphia to capture the season series.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown.
Malik Neighbors.
29 yards.
And the Giants will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Sanders on for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up.
This short throw caught by Goddard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
He delivers another to Goddard, complete.
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Open man is Goddard, the tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 2nd down.
Hurts.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
Oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Throwing is Hurts. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. To throw, Dart.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
They'll throw now on the final play.
Now he's going to step up and run. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
There he goes, left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott good with a PAT. Take us to the end of the first half of play.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Giants offense and their quarterback ready to go once more.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half?
That's caught inside the 20. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Malik Neighbors with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Giants have retaken a 3rd quarter lead.
The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
As we prepare for these games, we've noticed offensive coordinators have had an expanded playbook on 2-point conversion tries because they never know when they may have to use it during a game.
But that also means the defense probably has more for these situations too, right?
No doubt about it. I think for the most part, defenses will be aggressive on 2-point tries. They want to get after the offense and make them force the issue.
And here the defense wins.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 27. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And that one into the hands of Brown downfield.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
It's now 3rd and 8.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that's going to tie the ball game at 34.
So give them 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinator's probably scratching. That's caught at the 25. A big play there for the Giants. 54 yards. Now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
54 yards. First down.
Dart going to look to throw here.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead.
And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. That's now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And up to about the 26.
Yard line just across the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Abdul Carter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
To try again after the sack, Hurts. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there. Those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play. Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Spins away. On that punt, we've got a man shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
At their own 47-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They go play action with Dart. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet. But they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
From the gun, here's Dart. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. First down, here's Scalaboo. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Let's go now. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
On 1st down, right back to Scalaboo. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. A line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
At the Eagles' 5-yard line.
To throw is Dart. Touchdown! Malik Neighbors from 4 yards out. And the Giants get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted. which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So they try for 2, successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
34. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they got to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
This to the sideline and over everybody, incomplete. No flags forthcoming, though. Maybe a break there. That looked like a clear throwaway to me. 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA.
Great. Set. Damage.
From the gun, it's Hurts. That's going to be caught by Bigsby.
There's the stiff arm. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line. Great.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
Heavy rush, and down he goes. Brian Burns able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
The Giants offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. Out of the gun, here's Dart. That's going to be caught downfield by Mooney. Now inside the 25.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Darnell Mooney.
88 yards.
And the Giants will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2.
Throwing his Dart.
And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
At the 33-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. Slant route, and he finds Thornton.
It'll go as a gain of 4. 3rd and 7 now.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. That is caught. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
14 yards. And an Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
Quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. No reason not to try it there. They do indeed convert on 4th.
So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
Complete. Smith has it. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
2nd down and a yard.
At the 23-yard line.
Hey, let's go.
Hurts sets up to throw it. They'll set up a screen for Bigsby.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Tank Bigsby.
28 yards.
And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. A 10-play drive that time. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep. Those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And incomplete on a deep ball.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
from the gun, Dart. That's caught left side by Neighbors.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury.
Now it's the backup Winston.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete. The offense on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Throwing again. Here's Dart.
Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And now they're in the hurry-up.
14 yards. And the Giants first down.
Here's Dart. Now he'll tuck this and run.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Here's Dart.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Theo Johnson with an amazing diving catch.
And the Giants are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this fourth quarter advantage.
The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2.
The Giants.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
Eagles 41. Jason
Now after the
Sanders
touchdown, ready to
off.
kick it away is Sanders.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
And out now come the Eagles.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Over the middle to Smith.
Still going inside the 20.
And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
Eagles first down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll try and run forward with Barkley. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
4-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and goal.
It'll be Hurts on the option.
And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown.
Jalen Hurts,
A 4-yard touchdown scamper.
and the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit. The fourth quarter touchdown there, back to a 2-score game, but time is not their ally.
No, it's not, partner. They still have a pulse, but it's probably a little weak right now. A lot of things have to go right in these final 2 minutes plus for them. I think they have to be thinking onside kick here, and we know how difficult those are to recover.
The Eagles will set up for the 2-point.
Hurts will throw.
And pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't
All
you?
about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Right back to Tracy.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Going up top. And this is caught. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown.
Malik Nabers, 53 yards. And the Giants are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
The Giants will line up for the 2-point conversion.
To throw now, Dart.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it.
They attempted to fade to the back corner of the end zone, unsuccessful. And I've been with you long enough, Brandon. I know it's not one of your favorite calls.
Well, it's interesting. Before working with you, I always viewed that as you're just taking away space and you're trapping yourself in a corner. But you actually have told me they're trying to create space where space is not.
Yeah, it's really a weird deal, isn't it? But you've got to just move that defender inside to create that separation and that little bit of space where there just isn't much.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their 35-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Quick slant to Brown.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
2nd and 10.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
34 yards. That's good for an Eagles 1st down.
Hurts.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back in the 24. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Throwing is Hurts.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Jordan Davis, just a monster on that play, stopping it from going anywhere.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And the Giants 1st down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Throwing, Winston. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Fields. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year.
And the Giants up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Here we go,
Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, their defense has really struggled.
That to the sideline and incomplete. Boy, they're going to say there's a receiver in the area. That was close to grounded, but it's second down.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
70 Timberwolves.
From the gun on 3rd down, Peyton. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Tyquan Thornton
with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Eagles get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth-quarter deficit.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Now he's going to step up and run.
Wide open receiver complete. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
And the Giants, 1st down. 24-yard gain on the play. 1st down, New York.
Throwing his dart.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends.